Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Oh, Nelson here. I won the roll-off. I will be going first. And I brought back Ognis, the Dragon's Lash. So this is my treasures, and we're going to sacrifice shit and do fun stuff. The treasures are my aristocrats. So Ognis is a 3/3 Vaishino warrior with haste. Whenever a creature I control with haste attacks, I create a tapped treasure token. That's all about treasures. It's Jund. It's fun. I will draw. Turn.
Fun with Jund.
Fund with Jund.
Fungin.
I'm going to play the Stable Passage
Fun
and
amount.
crack it to find a mountain and pass the turn to my friend Tej.
Welcome to Homebrew Magic. My name is Tej. I'm your boy.
Still.
Tonight I am playing
Your NPR host Teach for the evening.
Shaddrax Silverquill.
Ah.
And I chose this deck specifically because everyone's good friend Sheldon Minery passed away a couple days ago. It was very sad. And I know one of his favorite cards is Ink Shield, and that's the only deck that I have Ink Shield in.
He had a large hand in designing the...
That deck too,
That
very
deck
specific.
for
That's actually a
this
good
deck
fit. It's a
specifically,
precon.
Yep.
So
Well, that
yeah.
school is
Silver
yes.
Quill. Yeah, the Silver Quill
So-
Precon.
yep.
Yes. So where this is not the precon, there's still an Ink Shield in there. So RIP.
That is a sweet politicking Precon.
This is not a sweet politicking deck, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Ticking me out.
I had
The joke I
to
make every time.
Paula dicking me over.
Yeah.
mulligan down to 5 at the start of the game.
Good.
Wow. I'm going to start with a command tower and a soul attendant, and I will pass the turn.
See what I said? That's what I said.
Yes,
All right. I am running my Niv-Mizzet Parent deck. This
Chris
is my...
is running, Miss
my-
you say.
Yeah.
Chris.
Welcome to Homebrew Magic.
Yeah, I'm Chris. Chris is me. Me, Chris. Me is it tonight. This is my Is It themed deck with my Is It sleeves. Every card in the deck is supposed to have an Is It watermark on
We
it.
already know there's at least one that doesn't.
Screw that up. I have one in my hand that don't, even if it is flavor win. That I will draw for the turn. I will play this mountain. I'll tap it for a red, and I will cast this Niv-Magus Elemental. It is a 1/2 elemental. I can exile an instant or sorcery spell I control to put 2/1/1 counters on it. Cast to Schnell.
It is a creature. I gain a life. Also, that mountain doesn't have a watermark.
No, it does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it has the weird. It does right there. See,
not a
that symbol. It's not a
That's-
watermark. It's the Is It symbol.
It's close.
These are the guild lamps, the fancy foil guild lamps.
Anyway, so I brought back my Tiamat, my Tej tribute dragon deck.
Oh, boy.
Because
Oh, boy.
I remembered. I don't think the video of it actually survived to get uploaded. There was a glitch error or something. So we brought it back to see how it does.
That or
Was
something
it-
supremely offensive.
That game is
Yeah.
the Aquaman 2 of
Yeah, all the footage.
Welcome to Homebrew Magic.
So
Lost a hard drive.
Dragon God Tej over here wants to pump out as many dragon babies as he can because that feels like a Tej thing to do.
Now, was that an actual true story?
I have no
No,
idea.
okay.
It was entertaining.
Because I tried.
It would
I
explain-
tried
it would
looking into it.
I haven't found
All I
anything
could find
verified
is
that Aquaman 2.
all I could find is they don't really want to release it
Yeah.
anymore.
Arid Mesa. Pop myself down to 1. Grab a
DC's having continuity issues? So weird.
plains or something.
Bittering and
We'll grab a Hallowed Fountain. It'll ETB tap because I don't need it. I'm wealthy enough to wait a turn, I guess. I don't know. Just talking for talking now. Talking for talking.
I don't know how you got from A to B there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else I'm going to be doing. So, go ahead, Nelson.
Untap, upkeep,
Welcome to Homebrew Man.
draw for turn. Homebrew magic. Homebrew draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest, pass the turn to my friend T.
She's just gonna whine. I will untap. I will draw this card. It's not a land. That saddens me. I will tap my command tower for a Springleaf Drum. I can tap that and a creature I control to add 1 mana of any color, so there's a little bit of ramp. But unfortunately, I can't do anything with just 1 mana, so I will move to combat. And
swing into my 1/2.
I will not. I'm gonna swing it to Nelson's nothing.
Oh, paper cut.
There. Wait, I should be at 41. I gained a life. Pass turn.
Call that living.
I will draw for the turn. I will play this Steam Vents untapped. I will take the 2. Now,
38.
I will tap 2 mana. I will cast Pursuit of Flight. It is an aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has pay a blue. This creature gains flying until end of turn.
We all know that those go better on the playmat than they do on the creature.
I know you mulled down to 5, but you're life leader. Attacking you for 3.
I believe we had a conversation not too long ago about threat assessment.
Yep.
And
Most life equals biggest threat, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe I'm just bad.
remember how I missed the land drop?
That's not even swinging that life around.
Yeah, that's right, big dick with your soul's attendant. You remember? Gaining life every turn.
Yep, I mean,
Pass to Chanel.
swung with it.
Listen,
Untap
from
it.
2 inches to 3 inches is a big dick energy, okay?
Exotic Orchard into a Rakdos Signet
Mama calls that no underwear night.
and pass to Nelson.
All right.
Becca has the earmuff on tonight. Good.
Yeah, I know, we're fine.
We'll play a swamp. Isn't it?
I'm sorry, Rick.
One night, not earmuffed was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 3 and cast Chromatic Lantern.
Oh shit!
That card is garbage! Get it out of here!
You're bad magic deck builder.
First magic clear. Goatee.
Untap. Draw.
Yeah, but if each of his lands can make any color, he can make 15 colors now.
I'm
By
going to
my
tap
math.
my Command Tower,
That
my
does make
Springleaf
sense.
Drum, and my Soul's Attendant for an Orthodox Signet.
He's still rapping. Good.
I'm not! I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Gone.
That's third.
Yeah.
Red assessment.
Glad we're all on board with that. That's a fun moment for us.
I did that at work a couple weeks ago. Because someone was complaining like PSRs weren't doing the simplest task on like a
Customer
sheet
service
with
representative?
photos. Yeah.
Okay.
And like team leader meeting, like someone was complaining like no CSR is doing this one simple thing. It adds 3 seconds to their orders. And I went fundamentals.
I'm going to go to combat. Chanel,
Yep.
Okay.
I will attack you for 3.
Dude, sorry.
The Alliance stance.
It's down to 36.
Then I'm going to pay 3 mana. I'm going to cast Stitch in Time.
That'll save 9. You got coins?
Flip a coin. I have a die I can roll and go odds and evens.
Roll this down. There's a
If
3
you
on it.
win the flip, take an extra turn after this one.
It's my turn after this one.
I will say highs are good for me. Woo! Extra turn after this one.
Yep. 5 is high.
Oh, my.
End turn.
Guess I'll sit here and do nothing for another turn. Like footsie with Chris, accidentally. Panicked.
Oil.
Sounds like a whole lot of something going on.
Yeah,
there.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I will go to combat. Nelson.
I mean. Yep. 3.
Attack for 3.
Pew pew pew. 36.
Then I will pay a red,
It's 2 sames.
and I will cast
That's insane.
Blister Coil Weird. He's a weird.
He's a creature.
It's a 1/1. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, Blister Coil Weird gets +1/+1 until end of turn and untap it.
Teaches life ramping.
Oh, can't have
I
that.
would like to point out that this is a May trigger, and I don't have to gain the one.
But you keep
But
choosing
you
to do
keep
it.
doing it.
But I don't have to.
Yes, but violence.
Pass to Chanel.
Okay. Untap. Keep rawr.
I love that old Rakdos.
Yeah, I was happy with that. Land for turn is a forest. Tap for mana.
Morphos.
Solemn Simulacrum. ETB, you may search my library for a basic
Sad
land on the
robot.
battlefield tapped.
Robots. Yeah.
Good art.
Bad.
Yep.
What do we
I bought the box of that core set that art was in. Was it 2021 maybe?
2020, I believe.
Okay. So yeah, draft box. 3.
Oh,
3 of them. I sold.
I actually
the
don't
box.
have any with
Disappointing.
the OG Mirrodin art.
One was foil.
get colors. So let's
I have one. It came in a pre-con.
we'll grab a mount.
I think it's in a deck somewhere.
The OG Sad Rosa.
I have the weird 2012
The robot.
M12 solemn art. It's like a thing kind of standing on like a cliff.
Oh yeah. Reese, like I might just do it. Being
The saddest robot.
being the sad.
They want me to die anyway.
Right.
Using my
With the
Dragon Lord
card.
Silumgar deck.
Okay. I will not be doing anything else and pass them to Nelson.
I will be
Also, that's
untapping,
creature.
Oh, yep.
yeah, upkeeping, and drawing for the turn.
Whoa.
Replacing.
Whoa.
We are gonna tap. We're gonna tap for 4, and we are gonna cast Big Score as an additional cost to cast the spell. Discard a card. No reason, but I'm gonna discard Anger. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens.
I am the
Draw.
angriest now.
Draw 2 and create 2 treasure tokens. Got 2 on the pile. 2 on the pile. Alright, land for turn will be this woodland cemetery. And then I will pass the turn to my friend Teach.
One's that. Draw. Oh, fuck yeah. It's plants.
Oh, it's on now.
It's on my
Yeah.
go.
It's rampant.
I'm gonna take another turn and hit you both times.
Don't do it.
Oh shit!
Do it. You don't fucking
Don't
listen.
do it.
Show us what that bitch mouth do.
Do it, Rook. Make him look like an
I feel
asshole.
like I have to.
Don't wheel.
I'm not gonna win.
Discard down to hand size. Got him.
The ultimate power play. Skip land drop, discard down to hand size. 3 turns in a row.
Sounds like a real Christmas.
I was thinking it out
Four.
like real hard, but I didn't want to say it because that's mean.
No, no. I know.
Why
I
didn't
know
you
what
do
to do.
Hey! We were
It's that
just
card we were
talking
just
about
talking
it.
about. Effect would create one or more tokens under my control. It creates twice that many. That's true.
What's that many?
In
What?
your deck.
Tokens. Of those tokens. Instead. Did you go where I?
What?
Oh, I asked if your mind went where mine went.
No.
Oh, my mind went to. But it turns out it was the janitor instead.
You have 2 lands now. I can
Oh,
help you in that.
Shut up!
TH3.
You want to swing me and let my solemn die? He's so sad.
Second main. Probably. This deck is terrible. We Dragon Hawks.
I
1/3
that
flyer. When I can't play an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +2/+0 until end turn.
card. Do you run Adelise in there?
She's not, is it?
She's not, yeah.
She's from
watermark.
Dominaria.
Yeah, but still,
Nope.
she's red and blue.
Nope, can't.
Not watermark.
That's true.
Not is it?
Not.
Preferred
Pass to Schnell.
creature?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I don't feel bad. I attacked you for 2. Now.
Upkeep. Raw.
I'm still late leader.
Fun.
Thank you.
Soul Ring. As I miss land drops.
Whole lot of ramping.
Alright, so.
You guys commanding board state.
Here's what we're gonna do. Red. Another red and a black. So I've got 2 red and 1. Red and 3. 2 red and 4. Hellkite Cursor. 6/5 flyer. When Hellkite Cursor enters the battlefield, I may put a commander I own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. When Tiamat enters the battlefield, if I cast it, it didn't. Like a whole bunch of other shit. But 7/7 flying hasty dragon god.
Oh boy.
I will choose to go to combat. And Chris, you wronged me once, and Tej isn't doing shit, so 7.
Thank you, Schnell. Thank you for recognizing all the shit I am doing.
Game recognizes game.
I will block.
Got it.
Oh, not the little babies.
You know?
With the weird fucking glowing red eyes.
I love that art.
That's pretty good art.
It makes me think
King
of
says return to the command zone at the beginning of the next
two
step.
Scolari brothers in the courthouse.
It's the
It's the Scolari brothers.
I will pass to Nelson.
Oh, I can honestly say that might be the first time I've ever made that reference to that line. But I'm glad that everybody here knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Untap.
I get to watch it after the
That's good.
Commander tax is based on the amount of times you cast your commander?
Correct.
Okay, so that flicker out of there doesn't count.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I thought there was a reason why Hellkite Cursor wasn't just a shitty way of increasing your commander costs.
4, 5.
Like it could be, but it's
Crack
not.
a treasure for 6. I'm going to cast Ancient Copper Dragon.
You guys are doing way better things than me.
Keep coming after me.
All
I've
right.
hit everybody equally.
How
I've
big's
literally
yours?
been going clockwise the whole time.
I believe you.
I'm going to move to combat.
You, Chanel, extra turn. Nelson, you again.
Yeah, no. Good job.
Teach, coming at you for 6
Oh my
flying.
god.
Sorry, I need the trash for tokens.
Are you flying?
I did not grab my other dice. Can I borrow a d20?
Here.
Or thank you.
Oh,
19
okay.
treasure tokens.
Okay. Eh.
Could have been worse.
So we'll just take this up to 2. 19 treasure tokens. We're just going to tick that up to 2. Call it even. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Alright, so let's crack 4 of them. And I'm going to cast Parallel Lives. I'm going to crack 4 more of them. And I'm going to cast Mirkwood Vats. Probably should have done Mirkwood Vats first. That's okay.
You didn't have the 19 treasures to spend, though.
Yeah, we had the
I meant
4 land.
before Parallel
Yeah.
Lives.
This might be
Oh boy. How big is Mirkwood Bats?
2, 3.
2, 3. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to
That's frightening. It's about time my opponents shared my fear.
crack 4 more
What do we call
treasures.
So I can untap during the next untap step.
Okay, so I'm cracking 4
I
treasures.
keep trying to
Each-
teach my
each
dog
is 4.
letting me fall.
So each
She's
of
learned
the
to pick
4.
herself back up. She hasn't gotten it yet.
Down to 32.
34.
31. 32, 33.
I crack 3 more. So you each lose 3 more. And we're
You
going
don't
to
stop that. I might have to do something.
Beastmaster Ascension.
30.
Whenever a creature I control attacks, I put a quest counter on it, and if it gets 7 or more quest counters, creatures I control get +5/+4. I am passing the turn to my friend Teach.
Untap.
Treat him like a friend.
No, you did not.
Well, I needed the trigger.
Draw.
I'm
A
triggered.
conditional friend.
Land.
You are a friend until I need treasures.
Yep.
I like Zira.
I do too.
Kind of want to build it.
1, 2,
I had actually thought about building her as well.
3.
I got the weird fetch, etched foil version of her.
Oh, cool. I
The-
also
the
love her
Legends
token.
version.
Yeah, I think I have a foil of that weird fucking wasp-headed kid.
I like it.
I cast a Wolf Strider. Enters the battlefield with a 0/1 goat.
Oh, he can sack his soul's tendon now.
But I can't. Anointed Perception gives me a second goat token.
Go away, goat.
It's good value.
It is good value.
I don't know if anyone else saw that thing where it's like when you're at work and those fucking goats keep coming in, and it was security cam footage of somewhere in the world where like 3 goats come into the like lobby of this business and immediately start going at it. I'm like, oh, literally, it's fucking goats.
I get it.
I can sacrifice another creature to
Don't
scry
just
1.
Google fucking goats.
I gain 3 life,
Don't Google that.
and I will pass the turn.
Not as good as a donkey show. Or so.
Few things are.
So I've been told.
Few things are.
What can I do? Anything I want to do. I'm going to cast this quasi-duplicate. And then I'm going to exile it from the stack. And put 2/1/1 counters on Niv-Mizzet element. Pass turn.
Okay, so we're all just building up defenses against Nelson.
I mean,
Trying.
no, that doesn't even help me. I'm
Okay.
also missing land drops. You have
Upkeep.
I have 3 land.
Oh, you have the same number I do.
Alright.
Land for the turn, Detection Tower. Till end of your turn, your opponents and creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be the target of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have hexproof.
That one doesn't apply to a lady, that one applies to you.
What? Oh! It took me a second to figure out what the heck you're talking about.
You said flex.
I did. So, red, black, white, green, black, blue, 2. Do I need the red for anything? No. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cast Tiamat.
That's
7/7 fly. Oh, it might be more left. Hang on.
No, it's 1 for now.
ETB, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragons not named Tiamat that have different names, reveal them, put them in my hand. Oh, they just got my hand, so we'll be okay. 5 dragons? No. Okay. Give me 1 second. Without flying. Sucks.
A dragon without flying.
No. Ryu say when it dies, deals damage to creatures or dragon or creatures without flying. So, Steel Hellkite's a dragon that's not named.
Well, I'm fairly certain it is named.
The aptly named Sir not appearing in this film.
Yes. Grab Rith, Liberated Primeval,
Is that the new one?
Terror,
Yeah.
Terror of the Peaks.
That's a real good one.
Occurs to me, he can cast a lot of these. All of them so far.
But not this turn.
Not
this turn.
Not this turn. New York City. Earthquake Dragon. I love it.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Grab Gannix.
Gannix. It's my boy.
Yep. It's your deck. It should be your boy.
Also, yes.
Gannix and Cyanide.
Did you say Gannix inside me?
No, Cyanide.
My favorite breed.
Theros joke.
Oh.
Nelson cut.
Or the character Gannix.
I
Ah, that's right, that's right.
need
That's
to
right.
discard down to hand.
There's also
Come on, you.
Yep.
Annex and Cyanide was a Boros legendary couple.
You're adorable. Playing with his little brain.
the ones.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna be pitching Sarkon and Ancient Gold Dragon. Go ahead, Nelson.
Is that the red-white hasty thing?
Ancient Gold is the 7/10 white Elder Dragon. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20, create that many 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying.
I'm thinking adult gold dragon, I think. Which is like the thing.
It's a PG-13 game. I'm excited.
You're adult dragons.
We're just dialing things back a hair. Just a hair.
Just to see hair.
Yeah.
We have to put an E on this because I said C, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
evil indeed.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pay 4 and cast my commander Ognis. Dragon Slash. Alrighty. So I am going to move to Gambit.
Swing. Block.
Yeah, no, you get a lot of flyers.
I have 2.
Chris, you have
No flyers.
you have no flyers.
Chris, you're supposed to be able to deal with him. Hold the 3 lands.
Well, teach those
And
more.
not tapping out and casting a spell to
Look,
give
look.
your guy plus
That's
2.
all I got.
Behold!
Are you beholding it?
See that? See that? I beheld it. Tej, Ancient Copper Dragon coming at you. Chris, Sierra, the Golden Sting, 3/3 flyer coming at you.
I have no blocks.
Okay, I have an attack trigger before any. So I get to put an egg counter on a target creature, and if a creature dies that has an egg counter on it, I draw a card and create a 1/1 black insect creature token with flying. I'm gonna go ahead and put an egg counter on Schnell's Solemn Black.
I'm going to use this trophy to indicate
It's an egg.
that
All right.
So we got an egg, like a nice little robin's egg. It would fit nicely in there.
Actually,
Okay, that's all I have
Aw,
for attack.
we're gonna swap it out for the Blood Bowl. Here,
Well-
the actual like.
I've got no
Football.
blocks. I'll take another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
May I borrow your D20 again?
You may.
So
We're supposed to not let him get 19
Fuck
more treasures.
you.
that would be
Fuck you.
38 more treasures. We're just
Oh,
gonna write
you just-
38 and
we just lose then, right?
43. Yeah.
You just auto kill us.
You can
Because
just sack them all.
you just sack them all
I
and we
can
lose.
say them all. Yeah. So
All right, good game.
that was quick.
Yeah.
So Ognis came back tonight and he really did not expect the ancient copper dragon here, one of my MVPs, to roll 2 19s in a row. That went real good with the Mirkwood Bats on the board, as well as a Parallel Lives, which doubled the second 19, and then basically Mirkwood Bats just did it. It was really quick. What do we have? 4 turns, maybe 5 turns. Yeah. So it was nice. I had the anger.
6. You start.
6. Okay. So the anger and the big score were in my opening hand, so I knew I could get it in the bin and give up my creature's haste right away. Drew the copper dragon the second turn or third turn maybe, and then after I knew I could get the treasure tokens from that, I knew I could get it on the board even if I didn't find any more land. And then it just kind of went. Very fast game. Did not anticipate it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It was peak efficiency. It was about as efficient as this deck could have run, and it did exactly what it wants to do. When I introduced it, it was aristocrats with treasure tokens, and we got there. So, yeah, Ognis. Woo!
All right. Shaddrax Silver Coil did not perform very well tonight, simply because I ended up having to mulligan down to 5 cards to start the game, and I just didn't draw lands until like turn 3. My very first hand that I drew, I was debating whether or not to keep, and I should have kept. I got greedy. I got up in my head. I thought, I can do better, and I did not. I was punished for that mindset. So, whereas I am a big advocate of mulliganing, if you get something, if you can play a couple lands and you can do something, regardless of whether or not it's the actual plan you want your deck to do, you should probably keep it and just try to roll with it. Don't get greedy, don't try to get fancy, anything like that, because it'll more often than not bite you in the ass. So my game wasn't much of a game. I gained a couple life here and there. The final turn that I had a couple options. I chose to play Anointed Procession, that's what the card was called. But I could have left mana up for Ink Shield, which I drew, and which I put down as my MVP. It wasn't my MVP, I didn't even play it, but I wanted to show that I did have it in my hand, and I could have left it up, and I could have survived. Well, I guess Ink Shield would have stopped the Copper Dragon from hitting me again and preventing Nelson from gaining 19 treasures. So it would have given us all another turn. Plus I had Anointed Procession out at that point, so I would have gotten 12 tokens, I would have gotten 12 life, and that would have kept me in the game. Instead, I would, just like Nelson said, I wasn't anticipating having 19 treasures 2 times. No one was anticipating you having 19 treasures 2 times. So I played out, what did I play? You know what? I played Anointed Procession over Ink Shield is how that worked out. So I wouldn't have gotten 12 tokens, 12 life. I would have gotten 6 tokens, 6 life. Regardless, though, I played Anointed Procession out. No, that's not right either. I don't know what happened. Go back and watch the game. It was 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute game. I know. And I haven't even drank anything yet. So I can't chalk this up to anything but just pure stupidity and unobservedness. Regardless, Ink Shield is a fantastic card, and I just want to highlight it because, like I said at the top of the game, our dear friend Sheldon Menery passed away a few days ago. He was the one who created the format, at the very least had a hand in it. He created it among some other judges long time ago. And Ink Shield was a card that he loved. He absolutely loved. And as someone pointed out at the top of the game, he also had a big hand in this Silver Quill Precon back when Strixhaven came out. Very political. It was the kind of Precon demonstrated the kind of game that he liked to play. It's very political, a lot of table talk, a lot of back and forth. And I just wanted to show off Inkshield. I also fell in love with this card as soon as I saw it. And I want to put it in every... I shouldn't say that, because I've got a couple decks that it's not in there. But regardless, Inkshield is a fantastic card. It's an instant for 3, a white and a black. And it prevents all combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn. And for each 1 damage prevented, you get a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. So for each 1 damage, you're getting a body. That's 2 power. You're getting twice as much power out there as you prevented from hitting you, which is fantastic. There's so many cool things you can do. This card has been in this deck since its inception. I would not take it out. It's very powerful. So if you have an Inkshield, put it in your decks. If you don't have an Inkshield, buy one, put it in your decks. And don't mulligan more aggressively than you normally would, but not so aggressively that you have to go down to 5. Don't overthink it like your good friend Teach did this game. Nelson? 2 19s? What the fuck, dude?
Tiamat, my Tej-inspired Tiamat deck, did not pull out its second victory. The deck is now 1-1, unfortunately, because, as it's been repeatedly stated, you can't plan on Nelson rolling a 19 twice. I thought I had one more round. I was going to Chaos Warp away whatever Nelson's most important piece was, and it was probably going to be that bat. I really thought that Chris, being blue-red, was going to have some sort of bounce, counter, bolt sort of thing, and I thought I had more time, so I started building up a dragon horde. Next round, I was going to start blasting people with dragon ETBs and just getting a lot of big cheaty bodies out there, but yeah, you can't anticipate somebody getting 30 treasures just for being super lucky. 5% chance of getting that 19. 0.2 or 0.25, is that correct? So 2.5% chance of getting 2 19s in a row, something like that. I don't know. It's 0.05 times. Yeah, I think it's 25% of a percent. Either way, math regardless. This was a fun, quick game. Tiamat is very, very easy to run on its surface, and then there's a lot of fun dragon ETB interaction. I had the Miram in hand as well, that depending on board state, if somebody was going to wipe, then I was going to immediately drop Miram and start doubling up on my dragons to rebuild. But in the situation we had, I did as best I could, and it was nowhere near enough. Again, never assume you have another round. Always, if you have an answer, leave the mana up, make your opponent expend resources, all 39 treasures of them. But yeah, this was a quick one. We can go back and rewatch. We can chastise Nelson for his cheaty rolls with Tej's loaded dice, and hopefully we get a better showing out of Tiamat next time it shows up. Chris's fun Izzet deck that's limited absurdly by the watermarks is a very interesting deck to watch it interact, and it reminds me a lot of the OG and the second round of Standard when Return to Ravnica came out. It definitely has that feel to it. And yeah, Shaddrax, I'm glad Shaddrax and the rest of us got knocked out before Shaddrax was a pain in the ass, because that politicking deck is always just Tej giving you benefits that don't benefit you, and it's super annoying. It's the most like, oh, you have no creatures, have a +1/+1 counter on all of them. Like, yeah, I get it. It's fun for him, it's cheeky, and after the third time he does it, you just want to reach across the table and slap him. But we didn't have that issue. Nelson took it home with a fantastically built deck and an aggressive set of dice rolls.
I busted out my trusty old Izzet themed deck. I love this deck. If it sucks, I don't care. Like, it's just a fun deck for me. All the dumb Izzet keywords like replicate and jumpstart and the what have yous, it doesn't matter. It's just a fun guild. It's my favorite guild. So I bought the sleeves. So I bought the deck box. it will be what it will be. It occasionally sneaks out a win, although it never ever should. It sometimes does. Sometimes it just does what it did tonight, which is lay there and take it while Nelson creates like 60 treasures. And for that very reason, my MVP tonight, the Mirkwood Bats. That's right, the Mirkwood Bats. Because this hastened the game that I was doing nothing in and wrapped it up so we could get to a game 2 where maybe I could be a factor. There's really nothing else to say about this game. I did nothing. Schnell showed glimmers of something. Shaddrax, also a big goose egg, while we just ate Ognis's ass. It was brutal. But it was fast. Thankfully fast. Normally this the part where I would tell you to like and subscribe, but good people would have already done that, and we don't have bad people watching this, do we?